EA Sports coverage of the National Football League takes us to the banks of the Ohio River and Paycor Stadium in the Queen City of Cincinnati. Tonight it's on to Week 4 as we've got a good Thursday night matchup in store between the Miami Dolphins and the Cincinnati Bengals. It's 3-0 versus 2-1, a good early season battle as we're underway in Week 4. This one fielded at the 5. And makes it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line.
Here we go.
Here's Cook as they begin on the ground. And that is the kind of tackling they want to see all game as he'll lose yardage to start things out. It'll go as a loss of a yard on the game's first play. Second down.
This defense is a difficult one to prepare for, one of the best in the league. They'll come at you from all angles, and they did a nice job there stopping him for a loss.
Here we go.
A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11.
12. 11 mighty. 11 mighty.
Here's Burrow setting up to throw it. And that is knocked away in the middle of the field and incomplete.
Textbook coverage right there. Played the ball, never lost sight of where it was headed, and stayed in perfect position to make a play on it. Able to keep the receiver and the quarterback in his sight lines.
Little trouble thus far on their opening drive as they come up on a 3rd and 11.
11 MT, Tate. 11 MT.
They're passing here, Joe Burrow. They're looking for Higgins, but it is intercepted. Picked up by Jalen Ramsey. And the Dolphins are going to take over a couple of yards shy of midfield.
I really don't think you can fault the decision-making here because your offensive quarterback, they really had a big week last week, and you're ready for them to go again here. Not the anticipated result, of course, but you definitely understand why they did what they did. That quarterback's been hot. You want to keep the ball in his hands and see if he can keep the magic going.
Hey, check mega.
They'll run here with Raheem Mostert. And some space here. He will go out right near the 35-yard line. Successful start to the drive, 17 yards. It moves the sticks. Well, one unit I know you want to watch is that offensive line. If they keep clearing holes like that, it could be a long night defensively.
No doubt about it, because when they're in sync, as we're seeing so far, when that continuity is there, and you can see that they're playing off of each other while controlling the defensive front linebackers, you're exactly right. It could be a very long night for the defense because someone's going to run for some big yardage.
5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on first down. Now, this defense for the Bengals, they really played well a week ago in that win over the Jets.
And I'm eager to see the game plan and trying to attack them this week because when you take it away 4 times through interceptions, what do you do now when you go into a game? Do you decide you can't throw the ball? Do you try and run it more? Or do you tell your quarterback, make sure you see your guys open before you deliver?
From the 29, Tua. Throw right side, going to be caught here by Waddle. And they're going to move it down to inside the 25. Charles, Thursday night game, I think a lot of teams probably say shrink the playbook somewhat. Is that correct?
I think you're right about that because you just don't have the amount of time that you have in a normal week to put in a full playbook. So as you said, you shrink the playbook, pick out the plays that work best for you. And you know what else you're looking for?
What's that?
Who are the freshest guys coming off the last game you play on a Thursday night? Guys have a little extra pep in their step. You go to them early and often.
Go ultra. Yellow. 1.
On 1st and 10, it's Mostert. And a good run as he manages 7 yards down to the 17. Pretty effective run there, and now they can start to smell that end zone.
Pound the rock. Make sure you use your O-line to set the tone of dominance and physicality, and pound the rock.
A good run, got 7 on 1st. Here's 2nd and 3.
Check view. Check smash.
Again, they'll run it with Mostert. And this time not as successful as he'll get back to the line of scrimmage and no more. Call it no gain that time as it's going to leave him with a 3rd and about 3 to go.
When we talk about defenders, specifically linebackers, keeping their eyes in the right spot, he had that eye down the entire time.
And you know that's not easily done because they throw a lot of misdirection at you. They try and fool you and get your eyes in the wrong place. But you're right about that one. He correctly figured that one out and made a really nice play.
Tagovailoa going to try and throw on 3rd down. And that is incomplete. But the pressure there on 3rd down, forcing the errant pass. 4th down coming up.
One thing that you're going to see from this offense is that they love the matchup with their wide receivers against this secondary. That one wasn't successful, but don't expect them to back away from attacking all game long.
The kick by Sanders is good. And the Dolphins will jump out to a 3-0 lead. So the opening drive stalls out, but the field goal does get them the first points of the night.
And 3 points, not to be underestimated. How about this, right? You're on the road. You're under the lights. National television audience. This is not a dress rehearsal, partner. This is for real. And a pretty nice opening statement.
The Bengals drive about to get going. They threw an interception the first time they had the football, only gave up 3 points off of that, so it shouldn't be a difficult hole to overcome.
It really shouldn't, as long as they're not listening to the chatter coming from the other side, because when you throw a pick, look, I know defensive backs, they have a tendency to be a little bit loud after they take one away, but they also have a tendency to gamble a little bit more, thinking they'll get a second one. Maybe they can take advantage of that with some double moves.
Here we go, here we go.
From the 24, they'll go again on 2nd and 10. From the gun, it's again to Cook. And not much there. Maybe a yard up to the 24.
Well, that's a good start to this drive on the defensive side of the ball.
Forcing completion on 1st down. Then you're able to shut down the running play on 2nd.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised now. A little bit of pressure going at the quarterback in an expected passing situation.
Here we go.
Yeah, the Dolphins beef up the secondary here as they look to stop them on 3rd down.
11, 11, 11. 11 MT tank. 11 MT tank. 11, 11, 11, 11.
Burrow looking to pass. And he's got it. What a catch on the sideline. That goes for a gain of 31.
I know we love our jobs, and pretty much any play we see, we're pretty, excited about. But big plays, let's face it, that's what we absolutely live for. How about that one?
That was great, and what our camera missed was the fist pump from the sideline after that catch. They're fired out. That's a big gain. So the big play gets them across midfield now for 1st and 10.
11, 11. 12, 12, 12. 12, 12.
Now Burrow.
Trying to get it to Anderson, but it's intercepted.
Picked up by Xavier Howard. And the Dolphins are going to take over once again at their own 25-yard line. And not the first quarter that he was hoping for. Now 2 interceptions thrown.
Well, the good ones, they find a way to compartmentalize, right? Put these behind them, have that short memory, but understand why they threw the 2 interceptions. They go on and usually play a pretty decent game. Other quarterbacks, they have a hard time getting past it and often put the ball up for grabs the rest of the ball game.
In motion, the tight end.
Strike.
On the ground, it's Mostert to start the drive. And he's upended at the 33 following a good pickup of 8. Well, they're making an effort to get the ground game going tonight. So far, it's working.
I like what we're seeing from the offensive line. They seem to have the leverage going and are controlling things and reestablishing the line of scrimmage, moving that defensive front backwards, but also like what the runner's giving us, too. It appears that he's been waiting all day long to get out here and take off.
In motion, Hill. On second and a couple. Tua. And he'll lose yardage here, going down back at the 28. So they'll wind up losing 5 yards on the play. 3rd and 7 now.
Well, his completion percentage continues to rise with that one, but sometimes you want your completion percentage to go down. Maybe you should have thought about throwing that one away.
I was just going to say, it is easier said than done, but that's where you maybe bury it at his feet, make sure he doesn't catch it.
Great call right there. Put it near the receiver, no grounding, nothing like that, but no one gets a chance to pick it off either.
And now a shot taken on 3rd down, but it's going to wind up incomplete.
Well, obviously searching for their first touchdown this game, partner, and that quick 3 and out, that's not going to achieve that at all. Give victory to the secondary there. They brought out tight coverage on that 3rd down snap.
Only 29 yards on the punt there. Definitely not his best. And the Bengals take over 1st and 10.
Here we go.
The Cincy offense about ready to go here on their next drive. They come off a victory over the weekend, but now the quick turnaround here for this Thursday night game. How does that affect how teams like this approach these short turnarounds?
Well, wins and losses always factor into how you're getting ready for the next game. But equally as important when you have the short turnaround, what is your injury situation?
And now Burrow going to be intercepted yet again. Adrian Amos with a pick. And the Dolphins are going to take possession of the football. A nightmare of a first half for him. That's now 3 interceptions. But Charles, with his talent, if anyone can shake this off and right the ship, it's him.
I agree, because you don't get to be one of the best quarterbacks in the league without developing some major mental toughness. So I expect him to go in the locker room at halftime, hit the reset button, and come out a new guy in half number 2.
Red, cycle. Hey, blue. Blue, yellow. Strike blue. Edo blue. Red, yellow.
After the turnover, it's Tua. This will be caught. It's Waddle. And he's finally taken down, and it's a big gain there on what will turn out to be the final play of this first quarter. It's Dolphins football here as we begin the second quarter, as they've got it with a 1st and 10.
Okay, ready? Blue striker. Right, white. Ready?
Here's Tagovailoa to throw. Escaping the pressure right. And he'll just get rid of it.
Well, sometimes the defense just beats you. Great coverage from the secondary. All of them in the proper position. So instead of trying to throw into tight coverage, he found a way to throw it away and come back and try again the next down.
Here we go.
So after the incompletion, 2nd and 10 from the 22.
Trouble, 38. 6. Mega. Black Ultra. Ready?
Tua sets up to pass it. A quick throw there, going to be batted away and incomplete.
This is what defensive coaches ask of their defenders every single ball game. Get a hand on every throw in coverage. They want the deflections. They want the knockaways. Pick it yourself if you can, but at least knock it down and guarantee it's incomplete.
So now 3rd and 10. They had the big play to start the drive, but 2 incompletions since. Tua to throw again. And that will be incomplete.
Oh, that's going to hurt a bit because they needed to come through with a completion there. Now a drive that started with great field position is facing 4th down.
So 4th down, Tua departs, and on is Jason Sanders and the Dolphin field goal unit. Sanders' kick is good, and they're able to double their lead in this first half. It's 6-0. Well, they already had the early lead, and they get the interception, Charles, and now they add 3 more with the field goal.
Yeah, they're in control of how this game is playing out so far. You mentioned the early lead. Now they're expanding on it, getting plays on both sides of the ball. A winning recipe if they can keep this up.
Here we go.
The Bengals drive about to get going.
11
For this offense, Charles, you got to think kind of crucial here to put something together on this drive, because remember last time out they threw the interception on the very first play.
And you can't afford to let this defense keep building any more momentum. They're playing awfully well, and they're awfully confident right now. To me, it's time to attack and take some of that momentum back. But make sure you're selective in doing so. Understand where you want to throw the football and make sure it's open before the ball leaves your hands.
11 MT.
Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. He'll get that complete to Albert O. He'll be dropped after a gain of about 6 across the 30 to the 31. That's a staple of this offense. Drag route to the tight end.
Yeah, he's unable to use his size to break off much more yardage after the catch, but still an effective gain nonetheless.
They'll come up now 2nd and 4 from the 31. Now it's Burrow. And Cook has it, left side. Finding room at midfield. And out of bounds on the other side of midfield at the 45. Good work after the catch. Going to net him 23 and a first.
A lot of times the key is just get him the ball and let him do his thing, and they got it out to him on the left side, and he did exactly that. Excellent run after the catch.
I'm one, ready?
This offense finding its legs now. Here's another
11,
1st and 10.
11 MT.
Now they go play action now. Burrow. That's complete. It's Okuwebunam. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. A very solid gain of 27.
I know I spent a lot of time talking about how tight ends in a lot of cases now are pumped up wide receivers, but they're still big people. He used that frame right there to absorb a really big hit on him and held on to the ball.
11.
From the red zone now, here's Burrow, 1st down. And a big loss here as he's taken down.
Multiple players combined for their team's first sack of the game.
Okay, I'm not sure you could actually draw up a better pass rush than that one right there. Nowhere to go outside. He had to keep backing up and backing up and backing up. Eventually dropped for a huge loss.
On one, ready?
Now this one from about 2 counties over after the sack. They come up on a 2nd and very long.
11, 11, 11, 12, 12, 12. 11, Thomas. Stop.
Another try after the first down sack. Burrow. And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect. So another incompletion there. He's hitting on fewer than half his pass attempts in this one, and that is not a winning formula.
Yeah, so let's make sure we give a little bit of credit to the defense here. They're giving him a lot to think about, a lot of different looks, and he seems a little bit confused trying to complete passes.
12, 12, 12. 11, mighty. 11, mighty. Stop.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. And for the 4th time tonight, it's an interception. Picked up by Jalen Ramsey.
And the Dolphins are going to get the football here as the ball will come out to the 20. Well, CD, you know, when you mentioned earlier about spreading the ball around in this game, I don't think you mentioned the guys in the other uniform. We have 4 interceptions here in the first half, and several different guys have picked him off.
Yeah, instead of analyzing what's going wrong with him, throwing the football, while we look at the defense, they came in prepared. Had excellent game plan, well scouted, and they're taking it away at almost every turn.
And he is brought down at the 22 after a gain of 2, and it brings up 2nd down.
You've got to be impressed by that defensive front on reps like those. They were not being moved off the line, kept their shoulders square, and gave their teammates time to fight to the ball and limit that gain.
They'll bring the tight end in motion right here.
Let's go.
From the 22, Tua. And going deep for Hill. And that will be incomplete. Tried to dial up the long way out there, but it'll be 3rd down. The Dolphins going to take their 2nd timeout. That's their 2nd, so they'll have 1 remaining here in this 2nd quarter. We'll be right back. The offense on 3rd down tonight, 0 for 3 to this point. They could use a conversion. This is 3rd and 8.
Black shot. Green jack.
Looking to pass. Tua.
Getting this out to the flat. Mostert.
And he's got it past the 30 before he's hit and dropped. A Miami 1st down. That one going for a gain of 11.
I'm not sure that was necessarily a safety valve or a check down throw on 3rd down. Sometimes just try and find the open guy and get him the ball. He did exactly that and found a way to pick up a 1st down.
52 blaster. Real green. Smash, red.
Tua now on 1st down. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete.
As a corner, you have to be able to run with guys step for step downfield in man coverage and make up ground quickly in zone. You have to put yourself in position to make plays, just like that one we saw there.
Ready.
Game clock at 2:01. Time for one final play before the 2-minute warning.
Ultra. Hey, go steal.
Tua setting up shop to throw again. Now he'll throw deep left side. 1:54 left on the clock here in quarter number 2. So back-to-back incompletions, and that has him staring at a 3rd and 10.
Blaster, 6. Red, cycle. Fuse, yellow.
Going to the air. Tagovailoa.
Oh, that's into a double team, and it's intercepted.
Chidobe Awuzie with a pick.
And the Bengals are in great shape here as they take over at their 46-yard line. And, Charles, that's now 4 interceptions over his last 3 halves of football because, remember, he threw 3 picks last week.
Starting to wonder if maybe defenses and those coordinators have identified something on tape with what he's doing. Maybe a movement, maybe the way he's moving his shoulders. Who knows what it could be? He could have a few tells out there that they're keying in on and allowing defenses to get to the football a little bit faster. People steal signals. Maybe something.
And Burrow going to be hit and taken down. They got him. Leo Chanel
in there to record the 2nd sack of his young NFL career.
This offense continues to shoot themselves in the foot. And here, another sack.
All game long, we've seen missed assignments, which have led to turnovers, sacks. This group has not played well at all here in the first half.
Here we go.
So after the sack, a scenario you certainly don't work on too often. 2nd and 24.
11. 11.
Out of the gun, it's Burrow. And he's going to hook up with his big tight end, complete.
And they'll get this down to around the 47-yard line.
That's a good bounce back play right there after taking a sack on 1st down. Didn't quite get it to the marker, but now they're in a much better spot for a 3rd and short yardage call. If you're the offensive coordinator, you like looking at that section a heck of a lot better than trying to figure out 3rd and long.
Now the Dolphins will use the last of their timeouts as they stop it here with just under 40 ticks to go in this first half. And it looks like we've got a dime set here defensively. 6 DBs in the game.
11.
Now it's Burrow. And that will be incomplete. Well, they weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up 4th down.
They've had multiple opportunities on offense and still haven't scored any points. Felt like they wanted to loosen things up, throw it downfield, and see if maybe they could get a big play and a quick strike.
Gun. Got 11 MT tank. 11 MT tank.
4th down. Here's Joe Burrow. And now here is another interception.
Picked off by Keon Crossett. And the Dolphins are going to get the football here at their own 40-yard line.
I think you and I were a little surprised back earlier in the game when he threw his 2nd interception. I mean, who would have thought a quarterback of his caliber picked now 5 times?
It's beyond stunning to me because we're used to that with maybe a quarterback with less experience or less talent. But a quarterback of his caliber, I can't believe what we've just seen.
Absolutely. If you would have told me this coming into the ball game, I would have said never, not in a million years. But here we go.
Strike. Check. Strike. Strike through. You don't blue. Hey, confused.
They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. And going deep for Hill. And this is caught inside the 5. A big play there just before halftime. 59 yards. So a couple of field goals, that's all we've been able to muster through 2 quarters of play. 6-0 is our count at the break. As we send you down to Orlando, where Jonathan Coachman has our EA Sports halftime report. Coach. Welcome back. Charles and I settled into the booth, ready for quarter number 3. The Dolphins in front, and they'll be in possession of the football first as the second half gets started.
This will be fielded inside the 5. And not much happening on the return as he'll get this to about the 23.
Let's go.
The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. Their defense has pitched the shutout. Now they probably need to deliver a little breathing room, maybe make it a 2-score game as they've got it 1st and 10. Here's Tua. Got his man complete over the middle. It's Connor.
Such a tough position to defend near the line, even when you add a second defender. But the big man shrugged off the extra body and made the play call a success.
Check right. Fight 60. Ultra. Go ultra. Red, yellow, blue striker. Fight, white.
On play action, here's Tua. He's going to air one out. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there trying to take a shot, but it's 3rd down.
And those two just haven't been in sync thus far. They've done a nice job against him, but still, with his talent, you would expect them to have more completions to him in this game.
After the incompletion, here now, 3rd and 2. Now Tua not liking what he sees, so he's going to signal for a timeout.
It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this 3rd quarter. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Tua going to throw. And they will touch him down, but not before he gets the first. Just his 2nd catch of the game so far. This one moves the chains.
And that one was a lot of fun right there because that was the game within the game. 3rd and short, blitz was on. What's the key for the quarterback? Get out of your hands in a hurry. And that was a quick little completion. Got the job done for a 1st down.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38.
Ready?
They run out of the shotgun with Mostert.
And that one blown up quickly as he's going to be stopped before he could even get started.
Across the line and to the ball quickly there, Trey Hendrickson.
And plays like that are exactly what this defense needs here early in the 2nd half to give it a little spark. I think their halftime adjustments, what they talked about, maybe it was just a little inspirational speech. Who knows? But looks like they're ready to go.
A 2nd down pass play there, but it's incomplete.
Throwing the football, he's not as sharp as he was last week when he was over 70%. Right now, he's under 50%.
Well, that comes from extra game film, extra time. You know those guys watched him all week, saw how precise he was, and constructed a defense to try and chip away at that. And thus far, they've been successful.
On 3rd and long, it's Tagovailoa. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Connor. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. Able to convert on 3rd and 14. A terrific play call.
Whenever we talk about moving the sticks and controlling the football, there's a great example right there. Those are the 3rd downs you need to convert to win football games. We're in the 3rd quarter of this one, and this is a tight one. In order to maintain pace, keep the ball away from the other team, and put points on the board, those are the plays they need to continue to convert.
Check 2. Jack Rat.
It's a room to maneuver. He's going to go out of bounds, but he takes this one down just shy of the 20. A big chunk on the ground there, 27 yards.
Looks to me like maybe there's a little attrition setting in with this drive, because when you see that type of a run, I get the feeling the defense get a little bit tired.
And that's the last thing they need, especially when they look up at the scoreboard.
Check smash. Strike.
Running game working. They'll stick with it on 1st down. And he'll go out of bounds in the red zone just inside the 20. 3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down.
They did a really nice job there defensively. They strung the play out, didn't give him a cutback lane. On each play, you have guys what I call our BCR players. Guys are responsible for the bootleg, for the cutback, and for the reverse. They played that one perfectly.
And rode him right out of bounds.
On second down, Mostert.
Able to fight for about 4 yards there to the 13.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they're playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time, and making it work.
They'll come to the line, needing only 2 yards to gain the first here.
Right, 97. 10 cycles. Quick, yellow, ready.
They'll try and run here with Mostert.
Boy, no chance as he was met and dropped behind the line there. He lost 2, and it brings up 4th.
A great job there by this defense. They give up the long drive, but in the end, it looks like they'll force a field goal attempt.
So 4th down, Tua departs, and on is Jason Sanders and the Dolphin field goal unit.
Sanders' kick is good, and that will make this a 9-point lead. Well, looking at it from a defensive perspective, that keeps the deficit very, very manageable. You know, all things considered, not a bad job on the defensive side.
I would say that you've pointed out something pretty good right there, and that is you actually have both sides happy with that exchange. You know, happy in quotes, of course. One team, hey, we've kept it within range. The other side saying, hey, we put points on the board and did stretch out the lead. Let's see how this one turns out.
Yeah, still bottom line, though, 3 points for the opening drive of the third quarter.
Here we go, here we go.
The Cincy offense about ready to go here on their next drive.
And their deficit a little wider now than it was at halftime following the field goal a moment ago.
But the goal is still the same because you know they want to come out, establish a rhythm in the second half.
That's caught inside the 20.
And he's going to be brought down at about the 16. If there was one knock on Joe Burrow coming out of LSU, you know, it was arm strength, but kind of put those doubts to rest right there.
Whoa. 11 Thomas.
Inside the red zone here. They'll look to throw.
Open man is Higgins, and he's got it. Touchdown, Cincinnati.
A great play there. His 5th touchdown now on the year.
And the Bengals are back within a score. Extra point by McPherson, up and good.
And the lead is down to 2.
After the touchdown, McPherson on to kick this one away. This will be fielded inside the 5.
And he'll be out of bounds across the 25.
Ready.
The Dolphins at the line, ready for their next drive. Pretty important third quarter drive for them. Momentum has sort of shifted the other direction after that last touchdown as they nurse this small lead.
Dog red. Field black.
On first down, Tagovailoa. Flushed out right. He'll get that one complete to Connor. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. They may want to go back to that one. First play of the drive, good for 15 and a first down.
Looked like the defense put pretty good pressure on him, but he's able to flush out to his right to try and evade people. On the run, had to get on his horse. Still accurately throws a nice pass for a first down.
Took just one play to move all the way to the 44 as they try again on first down. And now the Bengal defense here calling a timeout. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this third quarter.
Set. Black shot. Blue, go. Green jack. Drill green. Set, huh?
Throwing now is Tagovailoa.
That's complete to Mostert out of the backfield. And they'll get this down to around the 47-yard line.
Just about every quarterback is trained to really look downfield first before you come back and make a nice, safe throw. And in this case, that's exactly what he did. Found his running back, let him create some space, and it turned out to be a nice play for the offense.
They'll send a receiver in motion to the right. 1 quarter remains here in this Thursday night matchup. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports.
Come on, set.
Here's 2nd and a yard.
Smith, red. Hey, go steal. Hey, check mega. Set.
One back in the backfield, he'll get the carry. And he stopped immediately there. No gain on the play, and now they're faced with a 3rd and 1.
Now, obviously, that's some good work there defensively, being able to stop them and bringing up a key 3rd down. But if you're on the offensive side of the ball, there's an opportunity, because I know what defensive guys are thinking right now. Just stop them, get to the ball. That means they might not be sound defensively. There could be some opportunities.
And you said key 3rd down. Highlight that word, put it in bold. Here we go.
That's swung out to Mostert. And they're going to get this to about the 44-yard line.
But they certainly had success throughout this contest, getting him the ball in the passing game, and there he picks up another 1st down. Whatever they saw going into this one, they've been able to capitalize on it, and no adjustment has been made to take it away.
Got it.
Both teams working on short rest, but this has been one of the better Thursday night games we've seen as they come up here on 1st and 10. They'll bring a receiver in motion right.
Strike. Check. Strike. Hey, confused.
On 1st down, they'll go to the ground attack.
And he's got it to about the 40.
Nice job there on the tackle. Keep him to the short gain. And, of course, he got some good news this week. He was named AFC Defensive Player of the Week from last week's effort.
And part of the reason he got that award, because of plays like that. Not every play is spectacular. Not every play is for a loss. Make the plays that are in front of you, keep it to short gains, and you pile up statistics.
Ready, set.
If nothing else, they've already taken a couple minutes off the clock here already as they come up 2nd down.
Ultra. Go ultra. Smash.
And they'll give him another shot here on the ground.
41 yards rushing for him now, and he's carried the ball just 5 times.
I like that run right there, partner. Not the flashiest run, not the one that's going to break for big yardage, but he understands the situation, and taking care of the football, paramount, and he got it done.
Nursing that slim lead, you're exactly right. Hold on to that ball. Clock running, under 4 to play now as they come up on 1st and 10. In motion, Hill.
Ready?
Up the middle they go with Mostert.
And he'll take this ahead for about 4. 2nd down coming up.
I like a guy who understands the situation. I also like a guy who you look at him and you say, that looks like a guy who knows the coach is going to say, guess what? You drop this one, you'll be carrying around a training facility for an entire week.
Maybe flashback to high school or college, carrying it around campus, right?
The old gauntlet drill, right? Anyone get the ball out while he's sitting in class and bring it back to the coach? He's in big trouble.
The Dolphins going to take their 2nd timeout. That's going to leave them with just 1 remaining here in this 4th quarter.
And they'll work from the 29 on 2nd and 6.
Here's Tagovailoa to throw.
A quick throw knocked away and incomplete.
What a difference a week makes. Last week he hit on over 80% of his passes. This week he's down under 50%. What do you see as the difference?
Well, I think we're used to seeing a drop. If someone's over 80%, they're not going to hold that number. Not in this league. But a drop under 50%, that just tells me that the defense, they spent a lot of extra time on game films and came up with a really good plan to try and chip away at his timing.
Here we go.
One of the bigger plays in the game thus far, and the crowd getting into it as we come up on a big third down. A throw there, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
Back-to-back incompletions of what was once a nice drive, stalled out here. I'm going to give credit to the secondary partner. Never gave up as they gave up a few yards, and they came through on that play to deny that pass and force the fourth down.
The kick by Sanders is good, and that will push the lead up to 12-7. So they get the 3, but you wonder now, is that going to be enough?
Excellent question, because when I look at the smiles on that side of the field, they're a little tight, aren't they? If they had scored a touchdown there, those would be big half-moon grins right now because they feel a whole lot better about their position.
And a touchdown in the other direction, all of a sudden they're down.
And they will wrangle him down a couple yards shy of the 30.
Here we go.
The Bengals drive about to get going.
Well, the football changing hands here, and as this offense takes the field, Charles, they'd be fine with more of the same on this upcoming drive. Last time out, they found the end zone for 6.
And they're certainly hoping for more of the same, but the game plan, I doubt it'll just be a carbon copy of the last drive, because I think this offense is ready to break out some new wrinkles and try some new things that might be hidden in their playbook. They want to use that confidence to its advantage while also keeping the defense from anticipating what's up next.
Here we go.
The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9.
12.
Here's Burrow.
He'll go up top here for Hamler.
And that will be incomplete. Tried to dial up the long one way out there, but it'll be 3rd down.
Trying to erase that deficit all at once. One big shot. He took it. Unfortunately for him, incomplete.
Here we go.
The offense on 3rd down tonight, they've only converted once in 4 tries. This is 3rd and 9.
11. 11. Stop.
From the shotgun, it's Burrow. And unable to connect, incomplete. I'll give them credit, they took their shot, but it's going to bring up 4th down.
Well, when you've got a tight end who can run, you've got to give him a shot to unlock the defense. Want to see what they can get, taking the big shot downfield. That one winds up incomplete.
Let's get set. Mighty. 11 MT. 11 MT. 11. 11 MT tank. 11 MT tank. Stop.
Here we go. It's Burrow on 4th down.
He'll get that complete to Albert O. And he is going to have the Bengals first down as they manage to convert, and that'll keep the drive alive.
4th quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a one-score game. So the Bengals in possession of the football here as we get you reset. They come up on a 1st and 10, desperately needing a score here on what could be their final drive.
11.
To the air again, Burrow.
He'll go up top here for Hamler. And that's intercepted yet again, and that could be the backbreaker. picked up by Xavier Howard. And the Dolphins have just about sewn up this football game.
Charles, whatever's going on between his ears right now, it's just not completely calculated correctly. 7 picks between last week and this week after that one.
And they always say the most important part of a player is those 6 inches between the ears. But right now, it's all those interceptions that are going on. So whoever his trusted confidant is on the sidelines, I don't know if it's the offensive coordinator, the quarterback's coach, maybe the backup quarterback, that's who he needs to get with now and get himself calm.
They'll start on the ground with Mostert. And just no chance of turning the corner. He can only get back to the line of scrimmage. 2nd and 10 coming up. Looked like he was trying to bounce it outside, but no success.
Yeah, sometimes you got to just figure out where you're going to go, and sometimes you just have to take it to another spot. And trying to get it outside, the defensive pursuit was there and just ran him down.
Another running situation on the doorstep as they come up 2nd and 10.
Strike.
And they'll send the slot in motion left.
Steal. Check steal. Wrong. 10.
Slot man moves right. They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. And he's going to be taken down shy of the 10, right around the 9-yard line. 2 runs in a row, but only 2 yards to show for it.
And this is an absolutely big 3rd down that's been set up here, partner, and there's no other way to put it. The defense has to get a stop here if they have any hopes of winning this game.
Has to. You said big 3rd down. I'd put the word big in capital letters here.
Hey, red. Black. Right blue.
To throw is Tua. And this is going to be incomplete.
But the fans should be applauding this defense right now. It's an excellent job. They force a 3 and out, and they should be able to set up their guys with great field position, probably near midfield or better.
The Dolphins will send out the punter now. And you wonder, could they possibly think about taking a safety here? And returning it, here's Hamler. 35 yards that time on the punt, and the Bengals will take over in terrific field position.
Here we go.
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10.
12. 11 coming.
Burrow. He forces one there. It's a potential dagger as it's intercepted. Picked up by Javon Holland. And the Dolphins have just about sewn up this football game. Yet another interception, and I just had to double-check my math. But it is now 8 between last week and this week.
Well, I just used a calculator. I didn't worry about double-checking it. But the thing that always throws me when you see quarterbacks in this type of a bad spot, they're trying to figure out what they can do to change it, and sometimes they try too hard, and they never get out of it. And that's where he is right now. He's just locked in a really bad way.
They'll start this drive out on the ground. 53 yards rushing for him now to this point. Charles, why didn't they just take the knee there?
You're asking the question that I'm asking as well, because we've seen a lot of football where coaches decide maybe they get a little greedy. I don't know if they're doing it for stats or for what reason. We've seen it happen in college. And how about in the NFL? The miracle of the Meadowlands. All they had to do was take a knee and the game was over. The Giants ran it one more time. Ball popped free. Philadelphia picks it up and wins the game.
What year was that?
1978. I think it was in November.
Okay, ready?
An ideal spot here to get a 1st down and try to run some more clock. And this is 2nd and less than a yard. Victory very likely now for the Dolphins as they take a knee here.